Hi everyone, this is Kristen Tiggis and this is my husband Tyler. And we often get requests to share more details about Tyler's health journey. So today we're taking a little bit of time to just share with you exactly what that looked like as a way to hopefully inspire you and really just change the trajectory of where your family is headed, or maybe even stuff that's specifically going on right now. Our heart is to really empower you. So we're excited to share with you today.
Yeah. If you don't know, so like Kristen said, I'm Tyler Tiggis, but a few years ago, I was really struggling with my health, even though I thought I was doing everything I knew correctly. Everything that I knew to do right. I was eating well, I was exercising. We weren't using toxic products, but there were still issues. So specifically, back then I weighed 40 pounds, more than 40 pounds less than I do now. I had lost a ton of weight, a ton of muscle mass, and just had no idea what was going on. So I was feeling weak all the time. I was having chest pain. My hands were shaking. I was really irritable, which Kristen could speak to.
Yeah.
And life was just not fun. I was a college athlete, but wasn't even able to do like 10 push-ups in a row. We had a newborn son at the time, and I couldn't even hold him for more than a few minutes at a time because I was just so fatigued, so stressed, and just not feeling well. Over the course of time, we found out that a doctor had tested my thyroid, and this is really embarrassing, but at the time I didn't even know that I had a thyroid. I thought only women had thyroids, but it turns out everyone has them, and they're super necessary and helpful. They need to be functioning properly, but what was found out is that my thyroid numbers were completely off the charts, and I was diagnosed with an autoimmune condition, a hyperactive autoimmune condition called Graves' disease. And Graves' disease, if left unchecked, just causes everything in your body to go super, super fast. Fast metabolism, fast. It's just really stressful for your organs, and especially your heart. It can cause a heart attack if it's not addressed. So super serious and super shocking to me when I thought that we were doing everything correctly. The biggest thing through this journey that we found out that I was missing was I wasn't taking care of my gut. I was eating good foods, but there were things going on in my gut stemming from years back that had never been identified and addressed. And there were bacterial infections and yeast overgrowth going on in my gut that were causing imbalances in my hormones, were causing digestive problems, and wasn't allowing my body to absorb well. And what we're finding out is that the gut is the center for where most of the hormone production takes place, and is also where foundational elements of the immune system take place. So that's where if you have a gut imbalance, you don't have a healthy gut, then it can cause hormone and immune system malfunctions like Graves' disease like I had.
So you should tell them a little bit more. I know we focused a lot on gut health for you, but we've also talked about two other main keys for you. What were those?
Yeah, so gut health was a big one that I just didn't know much about at the time. The other one that I was completely oblivious to was stress management. On the outside, I was all calm, cool, collected, but on the inside, there was just a lot of anxiety, a lot of work was stressful at the time. We just had a newborn child. We had been doing some traveling and things like that. So it was super stressful, and I wasn't equipped with tools to minimize stress and then manage the stress of just everyday life. I wasn't aware of it. And then the other thing is toxins. Like I said, we weren't using toxic products, but I wasn't intentionally assisting my body in eliminating toxins that we're exposed with just on an everyday basis. We're surrounded by chemical cleaners and fragrances and all kinds of things that we just need to help our bodies get rid of.
And we had changed out those products, but
In our home.
it had been over the course of maybe about 3 to 4 years before his diagnosis. And when you were diagnosed, how old were you?
I was 29 when I was diagnosed.
So you had lived a lot of life
Yeah.
using normal products.
Yep.
And your body being exposed to a lot of different toxins. Yeah. So when you were first diagnosed, one thing that I think really defined our journey and made it different was immediately the way we chose to view it. And I think a lot of people need to hear that.
Yeah.
So would you mind sharing just a little bit about your mindset
Yeah,
when you were
so
diagnosed?
Initially, when I received the diagnosis, I was obviously learned that I do have a thyroid, and then was shocked. But pretty much from day one, I knew I had this confidence that this disease wasn't going to define me. It wasn't something that I was going to have to live with for the rest of my life, and we were going to embark on this journey together. I'm super grateful to have a very supportive wife and family. But yeah, it was just this journey that I knew we were going to walk through and learn a lot, and then turn around and help other people that are going through the same thing. The biggest thing that I want to impart to you is hope, and just an idea that you can heal. The body is designed to heal. Unfortunately, that's not the message we necessarily hear from the medical community. In fact, I was told by an endocrinologist that there was no other way than medication and surgery, and then medication for the rest of my life. Even when I pushed back a little bit, she just was like, you have Graves' disease, this is the treatment. And I just wasn't okay with that, and I just want to encourage you that you don't need to be okay with that either. There are so many ways to work with the body to support your body's healing systems that God has built into us, and it's so incredible.
Yeah, so good. So hopefully that gives you just a little glimpse into what our journey looked like. There's so many other things that we could share, and we want to share, honestly. Like Tyler said.
Yeah. So it was a journey that we've walked through, but now I've been completely off all medications for over 2 years, for almost a year. Still have my thyroid, and no surgery scheduled, and my thyroid numbers are perfect. So it was a process, and it was a journey, but we learned so much through it, and we want to impart that knowledge to you through resources and videos and things like that. And Kristen has an opportunity to jumpstart that journey if that's what you're wanting. If you're someone that's not received a diagnosis, I also want to encourage you to not wait until you do receive a diagnosis, because the numbers are just staggering how many people are dealing with or will deal with an autoimmune condition. Obviously hormone imbalances and hormone issues are rampant, and then that's just one area of chronic disease. There's so many areas of chronic disease. I just want to encourage you, don't wait until you receive a diagnosis. Be proactive on the front end. Invest in your health on the front end, because it's much more costly and takes a lot more time and energy, and causes a lot more stress and relational friction if you wait until you receive a diagnosis, because then the journey to get back into health is much longer and harder.
Yeah, so we often through his healing journey, even before the remission was official, we talked about how someday we were going to help lots of people, and there was going to be ripples from the choices and the hard work that we had chosen to do and to embark on. But just 1 minute before we hop off, I wanted you to share about the most important ripple that we have seen on a day-to-day basis that started even before you were fully in remission.
Yeah, so the most important ripple that Kristen's referring to is our son Elliot. we have just, he doesn't know life any differently other than doing things and eating certain ways and exercising and like doing life in a way that supports our health. He loves vegetables. He works out with us. He takes his supplements.
When his feelings are hurt, what does he ask
Yeah,
for?
he uses essential oils when his feelings are hurt, or he has an owie. Like, his life is just, like, he doesn't even know what Tylenol is or what most candies are. It's incredible. Like, we're creating a new normal for him and hopefully his friends and just the next generation, so that they don't have to deal with the same health issues that we are dealing with.
Yeah, exactly. So thanks for joining us today. We hope ultimately that you leave with a renewed sense of just the truth that our bodies were designed to heal, and they were designed to do miraculous, incredible things. And it's such a gift. So we're not about perfection, but we are about empowering people to make progress in their life. So we'd love to help you. Make sure, like, you're welcome to reach out, connect with me specifically. I help a lot with like more of the detailed side of things if you're wanting to ask more questions. And we look forward to connecting with you more in the future.